Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Dante coming to you with a quick episode of Keeping It a Buck. Listen, like, share, comment, subscribe. Do your boy that favor. You know what I'm saying? Been kind of quiet for the last couple of days, but I've been getting a lot of negative comments in my on my videos. And a lot of people got a problem with me because I have respect for Donald Trump. Now, let me go ahead and put this disclaimer out here real quick. Just because I respect you doesn't mean I agree with everything you say. I think some of us need to get our brains up. We need to get our minds out, and we need to start thinking a little bit more. I've gotten so many emotional people coming on my page calling me coons, calling me coonte, calling me all these different things. And I know some people may say, don't even respond to that because you don't have to. But I think I need to because I think that I have to expose the ignorance of a lot of people. Again, because I respect Donald Trump and some of the things that he have done, then that should be my choice. And I don't have to always agree with people to respect them. There's people that I disagree with all the time, but I still give them the respect they deserve, and I respect the fact that they said it. You got a lot of people that's Judases and they're running around here thinking that you're thinking they're your friend and you're thinking they have your back, but yet still they're setting you up for the kill. So I respect people that can be upfront and just say it like it is. So that's what I respect about Trump. I can respect who you are and disagree with things that you do. But I guess everybody want me to have this mentality because I'm black to go around here and hate on white people because of what happened in slavery. And I think somebody need to help me because I don't understand is that if the inception of America is just what at 250 years, if I'm not mistaken, 249, something like that. Why are people saying that we was enslaved for 400 years? I don't know. And I think that the last 100 of those years has been mental enslavement. And what we see going on right now, these people don't really care about us. They don't care about your race. They don't care about your religion. They don't care about your gender. They don't care about none of those things. They using people as proxy to be able to get agendas across that they know that most people would not tolerate. It's like basically taking a steak and you cut up the onions and you season it very, very well and then you put it on a lid of a trash can. And because people are starving and they're desperate, they're willing to accept anything, but not this brother. Not doing that. So Kunte calling me that, calling me a coon is equivalent to me with the white person calling me a nigger. Yeah, I said nigger because I'm not going to downplay this because how is it that you supposed to be for your people, but yet and still you downgrade them and you talk to them like they're nothing? This is why slavery has gone on as long as it's gone on because some people decide to think differently than others. Then people get mad because they feel like you're trying to do something different from them. We're all different people. We have different personalities and things that we can agree on. Let's agree on them, but let's not go at these personal attacks, especially when you don't know me. You don't know me from a can of paint. But because I respect Trump and I don't like Biden. I don't like him. And I'm just gonna say I don't know him personally. I don't like what he's doing. Let's put it that way. And I don't respect it. So because I don't like what he's doing and because I don't respect it, it makes me a coon. I got you. But let's listen to something that Quanell X said. And I wasn't looking for it. It just kind of came up on a recommended video. And Quanell X, you know how he feels about race and black people and the injustices of black people. And I have some of the same thoughts about some of the injustices that I've seen black people experience. But some of this stuff is self-inflicted too. Let's be real, because nobody's going up in Chicago telling black people to kill each other. Nobody's telling them to go to Planned Parenthood and abort their kids. Nobody's telling them to do that, but them. And then we have the Democratic Party, of course. They subsidize this kind of foolishness. You know, um, so we need to wake up. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what Quanell X said in 2016, and it just blew my mind. So, I guess he a coon too, right? So let's listen to what he had to say. Let's go.
Donald Trump last week went to Milwaukee because of the rioting behind a police shooting of a young African American male by a black officer. And the city was being burned down in certain parts of the black community by protesters. So Donald Trump decided to go to Milwaukee and speak about the conditions of America and why he felt black people should vote for him. He even went on to lay out reasons why he felt we should. Let me say this to brothers and sisters who listen and watch that speech. We may not like the vessel that said what he said, but I ask us to truly examine what he said, because it is a fact that for 54 years, we have been voting for the Democratic Party like no other race in America, and they have not given us the same loyalty and love that we have given them. We as black people have to re-examine the relationship.
I agree.
Where we're being pimped like prostitutes, and they're the big pimps pimping us politically, promising us everything, and we get nothing in return. We got to step back now as black people and say we got to look at all the parties and vote our best interests.
Look, I couldn't agree with you more, Quinell. I couldn't agree with you more. And I think what's going on, I know what's going on, is you take your CNNs, you take your NBC, CBS, ABC, and to a certain degree, every once in a while, the network that I won't mention because we're on it right now, they seem to have this opinion that Donald Trump is a horrific individual and he can't do anything right. And they're nervous, I think, that he may come in and start doing things the right way. And you know what? He does, I believe, is the man that is going to move things in the right direction. Look, things that come out of his mouth and the way he says things sometimes, I think, to myself, and I shake my head, goodness gracious. But you're right.
He spoke directly to black people.
Right.
And I want to say and encourage your brothers and sisters, Barack Obama, our president, served 2 terms. The first black president ever. But did our condition get better? Did financially, politically, academically, with education in our community, did things get better? Are young people working more than what it was before it came into office?
They got worse.
The condition got worse.
Right.
So now we as black people have to do and remember what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. No politician can save the black community. We got to do it ourselves.
And you know what? The 6 years that you and I have been doing this, we have come together. And what's interesting to me, and I've been saying this an awful lot to people that ask me about my relationship with you, white people and black people. I say, it's very interesting. We disagree on many things, but we've also come to the middle on many other things, and we're beginning to see things the way they should be. So I'm glad you're saying what you're saying.
America's in trouble, and I want to say to black and white people, only a fool fights in a burning house. This house is on fire.
Remember that if you plan on voting for Hillary Clinton. God forbid.
Now, y'all heard that, right? So I'm assuming that Quinell X is in a coon, right? And the thing is, they're sitting there together, a black man and a white man sitting there talking. And they both agree that they disagree, but you can tell they have a mutual respect for each other. I don't see him calling the white man a cracker. I don't see the white man calling him a nigger or a coon or none of those things. So this is what we got to understand. We got to listen to the message, get past the messenger. And we listen to this propaganda that comes from the mainstream media that make us hate people. As Malcolm X said, that the media can make an innocent person look guilty and a guilty person look innocent. Right now, we see President Biden, they're making him look like he's the second coming of Christ, but he's not. I'm telling you that now because people open their own eyes and they use their own brain. It trips me out how people trip on that. If you don't like what people say, that's okay. But to come out and be, blatantly disrespectful with people that you don't know, and 9 times out of 10, you won't say to their face, let me call his name Stephen. Because if Stephen was in my face, you're not going to disrespect me, period. I'm a Christian. I love God. I believe in Jesus Christ. But I'm going to tell you this, you will not disrespect me. I'm going to respect you. You're going to respect me. But it just shows the ignorance of people. Like the guy said, Quandale X said, is that a lot of black people, white people, whoever, you got to learn how to take power in your own hand. God has empowered you to do a lot of things. You have to do it. You can't sit up here and wait on nobody to come and feed you. If you got food in front of you and you're able bodied to feed yourself, you look like a fool to wait for somebody to come and feed you. Or if you had to go use the bathroom or whatever the case may be, if you could do it yourself and you wait on somebody else to tell you to do it, you will look like a fool. I choose not to look like a fool. The things that God has empowered me to do, I'm going to do. And you don't have to like it. Yeah, I voted for Trump twice. Am I upset with the Republican Party right now? Absolutely, because a lot of them are spineless. You got some that stand up like Ron Paul, and you have Ted Cruz here and there. You have Senator Johnson here and there. You have a lot of them that's standing up at certain times. Ron DeSantis, man, in Florida, you see what they're trying to do to him. They're trying to make him look bad when he's saying, look, I'm not coming after your liberty. Why do we want to be so oppressed? We want to keep this slave mentality. Even in the Bible, the children of Israel had that same attitude. When they got out of Egypt, they said it was better off in Egypt. At least who was able to eat. At least who was able to do this and do that. But you was a slave. You was a slave. You was told what to eat, when to lay down, when to wake up, how much you need to work you need to do, when you could stop working. I mean, come on now. Do we not see the dictatorship is taking over? They signed us up for the New World Order. And that's going to be totally where they're just going to control everything. Come on now. If God himself give us freedom of choice, shouldn't we? That's all I got to say about this. Watch your mouth, Stephen. That's all I'm letting you know. Because you want to know people that get on here on YouTube. You don't have a profile picture. You definitely won't debate me. Because I would debate you and I'll tell you why I supported Donald Trump, because Donald Trump, his ideology, a lot of it I aligned with. I align with that, but that doesn't make me less black. That doesn't make me hate my community as a black person, because I love black people. I love white people. I love everybody, because I know I can't see God and I can't get into heaven where y'all want to put everybody in. I can't get into heaven if I don't love everybody the way God loved me. Thank God that he don't see me as a black person and say, I'm only going to love whites or I'm going to only love Hispanics. Thank God that he's going to love you because you're you. And we need to try that as well. That's all I got to say. So peace.